Are you being what others want to become? I think we all have this deep sense of purpose inside of ourselves to want to lead and to impact others. Now, not everybody, not 100% of the people out there, but I think deep down inside of us, almost every single person that I've came into contact with at some level, they want to lead, they want to impact others. In order to impact and lead others, you have to be that example. You have to be on this mission in this path every single day to be a leader, to be the example, to set the standard, to not just meet the minimum standards. I mean, the minimum standards as far as living and especially today, our society, it feels like standards are continuing to be dropped and lowered. We get this political correctness that's going on all around us. And so for you to be the standard, to set the example, number one, it doesn't take a lot of effort and energy because of what I just talked about. But number two, that's what leadership's all about. You want to coach and impact others. Do the simple things every single day to get to a place where others want to be. I think that makes sense, right? To be a leader means that other people are willing to follow you. They're willing to be influenced by you and what you do and where you are at in life, to the point where they want that themselves. And I think, maybe even I've fallen into this category from time to time, where I'm not always living up to the person that I know I need to be, that others are striving to become as well, right? Social media is it's a trap. It's easy for us all to fall into pushing sometimes a message and a narrative that isn't exactly what the reality is for us inside of our life. So that's, I think, as a leader, number one, it's to have that ability to recognize that could be an issue, and to keep that in your forefront, to, as a good reminder for you, a good spot check, if you will, to put ourselves back in place, so that if we're going to be that person that's going to lead, and we're going to be that person that's going to be an example, and we're going to go out and want to make an impact and influence others, that it's a great reminder for us to keep ourselves in check, because we know there's a responsibility and a weight that comes along with being the person that others want to become. As a parent, hopefully you are striving to be a person that you want your children to become, right? Because they're children. They don't necessarily know who they want to be yet, or where they want to go. And so sometimes you gotta want to become others to become who you currently are, or who you are continually striving to be. And your children hopefully are a great example of that, right? For your family, for your loved ones, for those that matter to you, for those that opinions matter to you, but because all opinions should not matter to you, right? There's plenty of opinions to go around in today's world. And so it's also being able to dissect and sift through all the opinions out there, and know which ones to pay attention to, and which ones not to. So be the person that others want to become. It's a challenge. It's a tough spot. It's not for the weak or the weary, right? It takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of hard work and discipline, and it takes a continued intentional way of being and living every single day to be that person that others want to become. It doesn't mean that you have to be perfect. No one's perfect. We all slip up, we all fail. I think the important part, when you slip up and you fail, because you will, because we all do, as a leader, as someone that's going to go out and impact others, is to own it. Ownership is one thing that is definitely lacking in our society, in our world today, right? Too many people try to back themselves out of a situation that they put themselves in by lying, by trying to deflect, by blaming others. And if you're a leader, if you're somebody that really has some integrity and some honor inside of their life, and who they are and who they want to become, that's not the path to follow. the path to follow as a leader and somebody that's going to impact others, that's going to be someone that others strive to be, will own those moments and will learn from those moments, will continue to move forward, because those moments will happen. So we don't beat ourselves up. We may have a little bit of regret for some decisions or choices that we make along the way, but if we own them, we take responsibility, we apologize or ask for forgiveness if that's necessary. Sometimes it's asking for forgiveness from yourself, right? For the ability to forgive yourself so that you can continue to move forward and be that light for others. So I love you guys. I hope that this message can resonate with you today, and just know that it's not about perfection. This is a journey of progression. And I hope that each and every one of you in here realize, number one, that there are others watching you and looking to you as the example, and they're striving to become you. And so hopefully you will realize that, recognize that. If you haven't, hopefully this conversation has helped you to recognize that today. And just keep that in the back of your mind as through the decisions that you make every single day. And know that those don't just impact you, but they impact others as well. So that's what I got for you today. Let's go.